I'm Hunter Paniagua here at Tiger Sports Digest, here to talk a little LSU football recruiting for the next couple of weeks. It's definitely looking like it's going to start heating up starting this weekend. It's going to be a big recruiting weekend for LSU for this Auburn game. We're going to host a lot of kids coming in on unofficial visits, a lot of kids from the state of Louisiana. But most importantly, one big one coming in from Texas is Dalen Mack, big defensive tackle, 5-star prospect from northeast Texas. Could go a long way in LSU's chances of landing him. But also just a big recruiting weekend overall to get these kids on campus, get to a big atmosphere, the first big atmosphere in Tiger Stadium that LSU has had this year. Could go a long way and kind of starting to solidify this 2014 and 2015 class. Continuing along that prospect of looking forward to the next couple of weeks. Definitely a big couple of weeks for some kids that needed to kind of solidify their standing, maybe work their way toward an offer. Someone like Santos Ramirez, who's got an offer, but not yet committable, the staff wants to get a couple looks at him, as well as Russell Gage, someone that Corey Raymond went to go see in person last week. He might get an offer if a spot becomes available down the road. And then looking ahead even further, maybe looking at a couple of guys that might be committing in the near future. Maybe someone like Gerald McDowell, who said maybe after the season in December might take a look. Looking at Tony Brown, who could possibly enroll early, maybe committing summertime in the winter as well. I think the next commitment comes from someone in the 2015 class. I'm looking at someone like Darius Geis from nearby Catholic High in Baton Rouge, or even T.D. Bowden up in Shreveport. Both of those guys are very high on LSU's board, very high on LSU as well. Could be the next two guys in this 2015 class as they start to get off to a hot start with the underclassmen there. So definitely stick by Tiger Sports Digest of all the coverage for the LSU on the recruiting front.